let's talk about LinkedIn, because I remember when it first came out and I was thinking, part of me was like, man, this thing could take over the world. And then part of me is like, is this really going to catch on? Because Facebook's so big. Do people really want like a professional network to connect with? I didn't necessarily understand the magnitude of how big it would become, and that this might become one of the largest recruiting tools in existence, which is neat. But I'd love to hear, some of your thoughts, because you are the foremost LinkedIn expert that I know, and you've got a great name, a great reputation in the space. So most people that are listening to this, maybe close to everyone listening to this, is in need of some of the expertise that you have, that they haven't completely optimized, or even really in some cases began the beginning stages of optimization for their LinkedIn profile. So where do you start?
That's the whole piece, man. And I appreciate the question, Justin, because LinkedIn's that power platform that people go, oh, it's a place to be able to find a job. Yes, and right. And this is that biggest thing. Microsoft a couple of years ago purchased LinkedIn, one of their largest cash purchases ever. And I mean, it's been one of their highest returns. I mean, they're integrating it. I'm going to tell you right now, like anyone going, oh, why LinkedIn? Dude, if you're going to bet against Microsoft, they've been around forever. You're betting on the wrong horse. I mean, they've been around for a couple decades now and continue to be able to have a massive thing and have so many their fingers in so many different products and services. And that's what they're looking with LinkedIn as well, too. Because a lot of these things, I mean, your LinkedIn profile, if you're looking for a job, great place to be able to do it. But if you have a high-end product or service that you want to be able to leverage and be able to connect with, do the audience, LinkedIn's audience, right? You look at, like for me, a lot of the clients we work with have high-end products or services, like anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 offers, right? And then the biggest thing is too, like the average income, right? You look at Twitter, it's about $58,000 a year. Facebook's around $64,000 a year. Any guesses on where LinkedIn's average income is, Justin?
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I would probably guess grossly wrong.
It's about, I'll save you that. It's about $120,000 a year. So, I mean, like, think about that, right? If you have a high-end product or service, you want someone to have a higher disposable income. So if the average income is around 120, that much more than the other platforms, there's massive opportunity to be able to connect. Now, the big thing is most people think, oh, well, I can just go through and we get it. I hate LinkedIn. I get all the spam messages because every single person's going in there and they're like, I'm just going to go in and I'm going to spam 1,000 people. If I get the one sale, yay, I got the one sale, right? But you just pissed off 999 people, right? There's a better way to be able to do it. And that's the kind of whole piece, right? There's a human way. How do we actually make those 999 people that maybe aren't ready for your service advocates? Well, not only how you connect with them and build that relationship, it starts with your profile, right? How do you actually humanize that? So many people go in and they're like, oh, hey, there's Joshua B. Lee, CEO of Standout Authority. And like, that's their career. And I'm like, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't wake up one day. I wasn't born the CEO of Standout Authority, right? I didn't say founder, right? There's so many things that are on there, and they forget to be able to tell not their job descriptions, but their career journey. Like if you look at my profile, Justin, dude, it goes all the way back to when I was a server at Chili's. You know how many people go on there and they're like, dude, you worked at Chili's? Me too. Because what I said in the beginning, Justin, was how do we actually start a conversation that creates a relationship and open up opportunity? If you can't actually go through and put as much on your profile as possible, talk about all your different jobs, being able to go through where you've been, different volunteering experiences, different organizations, all that is an opportunity for connection. Because as human beings, the biggest thing that I look at is I don't care about the Facebook algorithm, Instagram algorithm, how the Twitter, or even I don't care about the LinkedIn algorithm, right? I care about the human algorithm, right? That's the one algorithm that doesn't change every couple of days, every couple of months. It evolves over time. So for me as human beings, just like you and I, we look for commonalities, front row dads, being in business, going to the same events, right? That brought you and I together. So that's what I want people to think about on LinkedIn is how can you actually put more things on there to be able to help someone go from knocking on your door, right? Trying to be able to sell you something. So me and Justin sitting on a couch because we have some kind of commonality that we built because of that connection. and we're sitting on a couch, and all I have to do is like, Justin, dude, I got these new AirPods, right? And you'll actually go, dude, tell me more about them. And so that's the thing about LinkedIn is you've got to realize you have to be human on that platform, even though it's B2B. Dude, there's no B2B or B2C. There's only H to H, human to human. Every company is run by another human being. Most marketers just forget that.